All right, so I've had one of the craziest experiences so far as being a pilot. Now again, I'm a student pilot. I've got almost 40 hours now. Just did a cross country with my CFI. Now, as we're cruising into the wonderful Burley Airport, here we go. We landed and we're stopped over here for just a little bit, grabbed a bite to eat to start a second leg home. So we kind of coupled the two trips where we had the first leg of that was just a day cross country. The one back was going to be a night cross country. And when we came back after dinner, lo and behold, we've got a flat nose tire. This is our flat tire. So the surprise for us was when we came back from dinner, we just grabbed a quick bite so that we could wait until it turned nighttime. This little baby was flat. It was interesting too because when I got into the plane, we did a quick check. Although, again, this was shame on me. I hurried through the check. I didn't catch the flat tire. Even though you've just recently been in the plane, if you step away from the plane, you go through your checks, you pull out your checklist and you take a look at everything. Again, we dipped the tanks, we checked the oil, did a bunch of other stuff, checked the lights, but I did not check the nose gear. So for me, when I got back in the plane, we fired it up, and as I was starting to taxi, we've got a little bit of snow on the ground, okay? So we've got a little bit of snow, and I gave it a little bit of throttle and it wasn't rolling, and I thought, oh, we've got some additional snow. So I gave it a little bit more throttle, still weren't moving. My CFI took over, really gave it some throttle, and this is me checking the parking brake and everything else. Still weren't getting any movement. So my CFI, Dustin, grabbed it and we pulled forward, but as we did so, you could feel the thump, thump, thump of a flat tire, and right away he powered back down and said, yep, we've got a flat tire. So a lot of lessons learned from this. And one of those big ones is, even though you were just in the plane, you've got to do your checks, especially with it being nighttime. I should have taken even more time and been more thorough with that. And so that was a really good lesson for me that I learned. And what that meant was we by the way, it was super cold. It was below 20 with crazy winds, and so we tried a little bit to fix it with no luck. And so what we did is we caught another flight home. Somebody else in our club grabbed one of the other planes, came down, grabbed us, took us home for the night. By the way, we love clubs. Well, the plane is fixed, but the problem was now they didn't have any hangar space here, and so now we had to put some blankets over the wings because I was worried about getting some frost on it. And we also had to hook up this beautiful little Ghetto-tastic heater to the airplane so that we can warm it up. And it's been warming up for about 3.5, 4 hours now, and we're gonna fire this baby up and get home. But it was frankly, it was a good experience for me to have with my CFI because Dustin was able to just kind of talk me through everything. He said, hey, let's figure out if we know anybody here. Let's take a look at our network. We called some A&Ps back home. They gave us some people to chat with over here. That was really helpful for me because if this would have happened and I was a newly minted private pilot, I think I would have been pretty out of sorts. But being able to just kind of troubleshoot this with my CFI really helped me be at ease about what this experience is or could have been or would have been like, and that was great. Now, the other side of this, the experience was, got a ride out here, and now I'm flying it back for a solo cross country. Again, good experience for me. I've flown the route already. It's a beautiful day, no nasty weather, and so the experience of being able to warm up the plane, warm up the engine, get everything ready, make sure there's no frost on the wings or anything. This has been good for me to work through as well. So not the cross-country flight that I thought I was gonna have, but really good for me to experience with my CFI because this helped kind of settle me down about being able to troubleshoot any issues that I might encounter as a private pilot. So great experience. We'll have some footage of this on the way back.